Her head says stay single, but her heart wants companionship. Number one, players, and this is just me going inside the female head and heart and bringing in logic, players. Number one, ended one relationship, now jumps into another one. This is a big mistake that most females make most of the time. Jumping out of one, and instead of taking out some time to reflect, go through the healing process, and reestablish her inner world so she can be more positive and complete, but instead jumps right into meeting a new man in a new relationship. This action can come from loneliness, so it's important for her to hit the reset button and get her life back in order. And I hate when Wendy Williams comes on her show and talk about the best way to get over a man is get up under another one. No, Wendy. You got to reestablish yourself, man. Go through the healing process. That way you'll be better for the next man. You'll be an asset and not a liability, because if you bring in those same problems and frustrations and issues from your past into your present, you're making it bad on yourself and the new man. So you got to become complete and whole before you move on. So that's a bad message to send, Wendy Williams. And this is what another thing Wendy Williams was talking about. Number two, players. Keeps Mr. Just In Case awaiting. Get it, players? Mr. Just In Case awaiting. If she finds herself not ready to break up with her current until she has a replacement, her mind is saying stay single, but her heart wants companionship. And that's what Wendy was talking about. Number three, players. The thought of being alone kills her. If the thought of her being a single or being alone, being single is uncomfortable, that means her emotions out of being lonely are hard to sustain and maintain, players. She can't deal with the fact of being single and being alone, players. If her heart is saying companionship. Number four, her heart is still stuck with her past ex-flame. If she's still stuck on her ex, it makes it harder for her to move on mentally and emotionally. They have no problem moving physically. It's the mentally and emotionally part. So if her mind and heart is stuck on her ex, she's only going to be attracted to someone just like him. People, players, other than your energy, you only attract what you focus on. So if her focus is on a guy similar to her ex, that's all she'll look for, players. Number five, she feels every guy just isn't right. She tries to move forward with dating, but after a while of looking, no guy seems right. This is a sign that taking a break to find a fit isn't so bad. A lack of confidence from going forward is a good indication that staying single into gaining some positive self-esteem is a good idea for her decision-making process. A lot of times, most females make bad decisions when searching for a new relationship because instead of looking for the positives and the good qualities, they point out the holes and flaws in a new man. See? You got to get your perspective right. When you have a positive mindset, you can make positive choices or better choices. See what I mean? So when Wendy's telling you, get under another man to get over another one? No, because your mindset is not positive. It's not established, not reestablished at all. It's not better. You get a better perspective when you have a positive mind frame. 6, players. Expects potential dates to turn into new relationships. A sign she wants companionship is when it's too hard for her to take a break. And that is. And rushes every potential guy into a committed relationship right away. This comes before actually getting a chance to know each other and build any chemistry, a vibe, and connection. And that seems like a relationship, or like a fling relationship, or a rebound relationship, player, or codependency. This action comes out of a place of loneliness, fear of being alone. Happiness, players, what I always preach about. Happiness has to be possessed before it's shared or given. 7, player, hopelessly romantic. This is that single dream. He is Mr. Hopelessly Romantic. Every girl he get a relationship with get pregnant and he marry her. He is Mr. Hopelessly Romantic, players. Some people don't feel whole or good about themselves until they latch themselves on to someone else or a new relationship. And that's dream all day. That is dream all day. But I got an answer for that, player. And I got a couple guys just like that, man. I know. A couple of my homies, man, just like that. They got to have somebody else. But positive self-esteem, self-worth is everything. So if hers is tied to her relationship status, it'll be hard for her to be herself and be a positive asset to a new relationship. And that's why I say it's about your self-esteem, self-worth, positive mind frame. You reestablish yourself, going through the healing process, rebuilding yourself. See, you become an asset to yourself and to a new relationship. Now a liability. 8, players, always busy. Getting involved in a new relationship, she'll need to dedicate some time, energy, and effort into it in order for it to grow. If you like a flower or you like a rose, you pluck it. But if you love a flower or you love a rose, you water it daily, players. If you like it, you pluck it. If you love it, you water it daily. If she can't make herself available with any of her time, then it's best she stays single for a while and just continue to focus on herself and what she has going on. That's the best thing for her to do. If she's so busy to the point where she can't help build, stay single. Because you got to dedicate yourself and commit yourself to something that you see fit for you in order to build it and help it to grow. So if you can't dedicate no time to it, you ain't doing it yourself no purpose for it. Number 9, player. She constantly thinks about love in a new relationship. If her mind stays fully with love in a new relationship, like daily now, I'm talking about like daily, and she's to a point of desperation, she should remain single. That's my answer for that. Her inner world has to completely be fulfilled before looking on the outside, because making choices out of desperation never ends well. Players, peep it, man. No one is responsible for loving you better or more than you loving yourself. Trying to make someone responsible for your happiness is setting a bad trap, players. Setting a bad trap. Love is within first before shared giving, players. Number 10. Her ex cheated in the past. This can have seriously messed with her head and allow her door to the heart, vulnerability, to be closed shut. Being cheated on can have an effect on her new relationship because it makes it harder for her to trust again. Makes her assume the worst and be more cautious about her next move. Sometimes most females will assume that she was the reason her lover cheated, and she will do whatever she needs to be more attractive, available, and attentive to her next partner. This is to make sure she'll avoid being cheated on again. Yeah, that's true. But if she did the cheating, it's best to be upfront and honest about the issue to make sure it doesn't happen again. You got to reveal it to your next partner. Now, a female is not always going to be the reason why a guy cheated. He just could have been a habitual cheater from the get-go. He never developed himself, his maturity yet. He doesn't have no sex discipline, no self-discipline. So I'm not going to just say it was because of the female. She might have had a part to do with it, but he just couldn't have no sex discipline, no sexual discipline, he hasn't mastered himself yet. You see, because I'm saying, you got a lot of grown males out here, man, not a lot of grown men. See what I'm saying? So what's the difference? Number 11. Just selling for the less and not the best. Looking but can't find a guy. So she just finds a guy to try to make it work. But if it's not worth your time, stop. It's best to determine some real standards all the time. Know what you're actually looking for in a guy and what areas. And not just settle for less. If she just willing to go out with someone just because they show a level of interest, you're wasting that guy's time and selling yourself short. And players, I got a story for that one. I had this female that we playing something together, right? But I didn't make it there in time, the time I had set. So she just stayed there and waited. Didn't call her, text her, didn't check in. Now that was really my fault because I'm really good with that. But I said to myself, I could get there and make it before I text or call, so I could just get there and show up. But I didn't. And when I got there, man, she just sitting there, just waiting on me. She didn't even order her food or nothing. And I said, hey, why you ain't call her? I could have bailed on you. Something could have came up. I just didn't call you in time to tell you. But she said you didn't seem like the type of guy that would lie. But I said, hey, next time, just call her, check in. But that let me know that she had no standards and she had low self-esteem. And she was just interested in me because I showed her a level of interest. So I got that from her. But once I got to her, I started talking to her and picking her head. She did have low self-esteem and she had low standards. But once I got on her and got in her head and I started, grooming her, she got better at, managing her time. So, but with that moment, she didn't call her, just check on me and text what I did. Because, like I say, I could have changed my mind, bailed on her, anything. But that just let me know that she was just into me because I showed her a level of interest. And then, like I say, her self-esteem was low. Because if you got standards, you call her. Hey, where you at? I ain't just finna sit here and wait on you all day. I've been here 30 minutes and you ain't showed up. I'm about to leave or something. So, the fact that she didn't do that let me know it was, like I say, low standards and low self-esteem. 12 players. Feel she keeps herself attached and tied down in relationships. Player, if you hear this, I got an answer for it. There's nothing wrong with wanting your own personal space in relationships and not having to be responsible to your partner. So, if she says being in relationship causes nervousness and she feels smothered, it's best she stays single, player. If you hear that, I've heard it a couple times, player. She wanted a relationship, her heart wanted companionship, but her head was saying stay single the whole time. I don't want to be smothered and tied down. I want to do what I want to do. But the whole time she was still calling me, want to spend time with me. But I was like, man, your head is saying you want to be single, man. But I know your heart wants companionship, but your head is telling you stay single because you ain't ready. You just told me out your mouth. Being tied down is something. It's not right for you. 13 players. She's not sure what she wants. I got this. It's super important to know what you want, need, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, players. That's for all of us. From a partner. And also what you don't want before you start the process of elimination dating. Process of elimination dating. If she's not sure about the good qualities that are important to her, she won't know what she's looking for or what she's found in that guy. She could have found him, but without her knowing what she wants, needs, and not sure about those good qualities, she misses out on him. All she needed, player, was some direction, player, some proper guidance, player. That's all she needed. That would have seemed like to me. Alright, player, just me just breaking it down, going inside the head and heart of a female and bringing in logic, player. Alright, players, respect.